Happy New Year, everybody. I can't believe it's 2020 already. So like the sticker says, this is a 6-inch by 6-inch by 2 3/4 chunk of figured flame maple. A flame is just a type of figure in the grain. And you'll see here in just a moment just why it's called that. Right there you can see that figure kind of does look like flame. And all I'm doing here is just trying to conserve a little bit of this wood. It's so pretty. But that chunk right there is going to make quite a few pen blanks for me. Should be real pretty. I'm going to give a special shout out to a person that I've come to really admire. I'm just going to say his initials. A.S. Hang in there, my friend. You're a good man. So all I'm doing here is shaping the very bottom of the bowl. I can't go all the way up the sides because my faceplate's a little bit wider than this bowl's going to be. What I'm also doing is figuring out the best way to approach this wood. There's definitely an uphill and a downhill, and the uphill is giving me a lot of tear outs, so I'm going to go downhill as much as possible. And the downhill direction for this particular chunk of wood is from the bottom of the bowl towards the top. So I'll try and shape it as best I can going that direction. And of course, one of the next shots is me going exactly the opposite direction that I told you I was going to go, but it's because I'm just shaping the foot of the bowl. A little bit of bead work with the bowl gouge. We're going to kick off the new year with a little bit more of a decorative bowl than I usually do. Try some new things. There I go the wrong direction again. You can see all that powder that was coming off in between the shavings. That's all tear out. But I'll fix it going the other way once I flip this bowl around. And this is just the medium wire that comes in a pack of 3 wires designed just for that, burning lines into your projects. Something else that I usually don't do. I rarely color my pieces. I'm not sure I've ever done it on video before. What I'm using is just a water-based wood stain. Altitude Drowan. Marlene, thank you so much for the wonderful gifts that you sent me. She's been a subscriber since I had 18,000 of you wonderful people following me. And she made me 100 signature discs. Look at that. Semper Fi. If you noticed, that was number 11. Well, that's because I'm reserving the first 10 of these tags for some bowls that I've already done. Some of the more famous ones that you'll find on my channel. Marlene from Quebec, Canada, thank you so much. It always amazes me to find out who's in my audience, and this week is no exception. W.H. Seelinger made these, and not just these, but so many others. From restoring a beat-up pool table to making all of these wood turnings. So talented. Thanks for sharing with us, W.H. I sure appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you that have subscribed. Thanks so much. Now, as you can see, I'm just finishing the shaping of the outside of the bowl. I usually do that before I flip the bowl over, but like I said, the faceplate was too wide. So I'm going to shape it and place another decorative bead and do a little bit more burning before I continue. just the final touches now. Making sure the width of the wall is even from top to bottom. And then making sure the base of the bowl is the same width or thickness. And I know you can't see the tip of the gouge here, but you can see the flute. I'm at about 3 o'clock, maybe a little bit shy. Ever so gently sweeping across the bottom of the bowl. And here just working the corners a little bit. And once the shaping is done, just doing some final sanding up to 220, hitting it with some denatured alcohol to raise the grain, and then resanding from 220 up to 500 grit. Nice and smooth. This water-based stain took a lot of work just to get the color even. And some of the grain just kind of rejected it. But I kept working it. And there you can see the final color scheme. It dries a little bit darker than what you're seeing there. And now the magic. That figure really pops. I can't believe how much movement there is inside this grain. And like it's written on the screen, I'm not sponsored, I'm not affiliated, I don't get anything by showing you their product. I just like it, and if I like something, I'm going to show you. That being said, one of the owners of the company gave me a promotional code that'll give you 10% off, and that code's in the video description if you want to look at that. But I do appreciate them taking care of you, because you are so important to me. Okay, look at the movement. Look at this. That's amazing. I'm not talking about my work, I'm just talking about the wood. It's just spectacular. Wow. Well, let me know what you think. And just so you know, I'm trying to catch up on my comments. I'm way behind. I think I'm making ground, and then it's time for another video. And I lose ground again. But I really appreciate your comments. I'm working my way through them. Next week, mail call. Got some new stickers. Beautiful letters and cards from you lovely people. Amazing. Thanks for watching. Semper Fi.